What's up, everybody? The Real Trains of Marvel Fan 2002 back again, here for a brand new and a very special TOMY, Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends unboxing video. Now, I apologize for the lack of uploads this past week, you guys. I've just been really busy with stuff. Not to mention, too, I was also hanging out with a lot of my friends this past week, seeing one of the biggest movies of the year, Despicable Me 4, which I gotta tell you, it was a really good movie. But that's besides the point. Today we're going to be unboxing a very, very, very special and rather underrated Thomas and Friends character. If you guys read by the title, in today's video, I'm going to be unboxing and taking a first look at the TOMY 2005 TOMY Molly. Yes, you heard that right. After, for me, years of patience, years of looking on eBay for one that's not too scratched up and one that's like in pretty good shape, I finally got Molly. And to show you guys a little round of the Season 9 newbies, if you guys don't remember as well, I got Dennis this past February, and he's a pretty solid TOMY model. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen the Dennis video, I highly recommend checking it out. But he's not the focus of today's video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a Season 9 character who only appeared in the hit era and in one movie, that being Molly. And for proof-wise, here she is inside this box. We're going to be opening it in just a little bit here. But before we do unbox Molly, I do have a couple of important announcements to make. My first announcement is regarding my Thomas series. Now, if you guys may remember, about 2 months ago, I released my rewritten episode of The Early Bird, which it did really well. And it was really after that I started facing writer's block for some of my episode scripts. Well, regarding my Thomas series, I do have exciting news regarding that front, and that being this upcoming Tuesday, I have my next episode coming up, that being the return of Duke. Yes, a Season 4 character we haven't seen since the classic series, that being, of course, Duke. Sorry if I repeated myself there, you guys. I just have a tendency to stutter as well, so I apologize for that. But yeah, the return of Duke's going to be coming up this upcoming Tuesday because the script for it has been written. After that episode comes out, my Thomas and Friends series is going to be on hiatus again until early October for the Happy Halloween Trick or Treat. Yeah, so really after that episode we have the Halloween ones, and then we'll be getting into the Christmas ones. But we're a little too early in the year to be talking about the holiday ones yet. But yes, pretty much after the return of Duke, it's the Halloween episodes. After that, my next announcement is regarding what I'll be unboxing after Molly. As of right now, I really can't say who. There is a lot of different TOMY models I'm really looking into getting. Mainly another Playrail Edward, also maybe some of the Fisher-Price engines like the 2009 Henry, and also maybe some other forgotten characters like Murdoch. We'll have to wait and see, because to be honest, you guys, the real main reason why I buy a couple of these TOMY models is not just for nostalgia, but to honor them in a way, considering we all know that Mattel likes to introduce new characters and not bring back old ones. Some new characters, in my opinion, though, are great, such as Philip, Timothy, and Reg, and Marion, and Gator. And I know there's a couple others I'm forgetting, but yeah, you guys pretty much understand my point. But yeah, with those announcements out of the way, let's now finally unbox one of the most unique Season 9 characters, Molly. Now, the reason why I have my box, the package she's in, hidden like this is because I don't want creeps to see my address. So yeah, hope you guys understand why I'm a little strict on that side. But let's now finally open up Molly. Just gotta find something to open her here. We're gonna be extra gentle getting her out of the box. Ooh, the seller did a really good job packaging her. And if you guys see very closely, there's her tender. We're gonna take that out first. Oh, there she is. I'm gonna move the box aside. Ah, look at that. All right, so I'm gonna be extra careful getting Molly out of the box, out of the little bubble wrap insert. Okay. So here's Molly herself. She is very beautiful. Very, very beautiful indeed. One of the most detailed Tomy models besides Emily, Arthur, Thomas, and of course Percy and the others. So there's Molly. And her tender. Now, just like with Emily and Murdoch, Molly is tender driven, meaning that you have to unscrew her coal load to put in the battery, which I think is pretty cool. And here's what Molly looks like together, all in one piece. Very nice. Very, very nice. Now, on to the brief history on the Tomy, Thomas and Friends, Molly. So, Molly was released by Tomy in 2005 as part of the Motor, Road, and Rail line. She was released as well in a big pack as well with trucks, and where you could also buy her individually with track. But yes, she was released first in 2005 as part of the Motor, Road, and Rail line, and also as part of the Hit Toys line in 2005 and also 2006. Molly is a very unique engine in the Tomy line, meaning she is tender driven just like Emily, and she has her classic TV-esque design like seen in her episode, which is one of my personal favorites of the Hit era, Molly Special Special. So Molly was released in 2005 as part of the Tomy Motor, Road and Rail line, and she was also released as part of the Hit Toy Company line in 2005 and 2006. And since this is Tomy we're talking about, Molly was released as well as part of the Playrail line from 2005 all the way until she was discontinued in 2012, which is rather unfortunate because she's a very great character, and I would have loved to see her return back in CGI. But with the history aside, Molly also had a couple of different versions released as well. She was also released in Fisher-Price in 2009, just with a red foot plate. And she was also released with a RC model as well by Hit Toys. So yeah, now on to what I think of Molly as a character, before I share my honest thoughts on the model. So, Molly, I gotta admit, she was a very cool character when she was introduced in Season 9's Molly Special Special, because she not only was very insecure and kind of shy, but she could easily get upset if things like don't go her way, which is kind of relatable. After all, when I was in high school, I kind of felt the same thing like Molly. There was times where I felt a little shy too at times, especially during recess. But yes, Molly was a very great character. In fact, she appeared in quite a couple episodes during the Hit era. Kind of like Dennis in a way. So, Molly appeared in her own episode, Molly Special Special. She appeared as a cameo in The Great Discovery. And she also appeared in Thomas Set Sail, and I think she appeared in Hide and Peep. I have to double check on that front. But yes, Molly did appear a lot throughout the hit era. But unfortunately, things looked a little bleak for Molly, because after the Great Discovery, she was never seen or heard from again. And then once we got to 2018 with Big Girl Big Adventures, that's when we pretty much got Rebecca. Which is a real shame, because I would have loved to see Molly in CGI with a voice actress, because she has really grown on me as a character. But yeah, that's Molly's brief television appearances. Now, the real reason why I bought this model of Molly, you guys, is not just for my Thomas series, but because I used to own this Molly when I was little. Yeah, she was one of my favorite Thomas toys growing up. And she was, in my opinion, one of the coolest characters at the time. And it's a real shame that they never brought her back when the show switched to CGI. So yeah, now on to my thoughts on the model. I think TOMY did a very good job with Molly. They got all the details correct. Oops, sorry about that, you guys. Including her window detailing, her wheel arches, that beautiful yellow, and how could I forget the face? This face definitely reminds me of how she was when she debuted in her episode Molly Special. And since this is TOMY, I absolutely love the white footplate they gave her, including the details in the front and the silver buffers. She has her accurate wheel arrangement, 440, kind of like Edward in a way. And since my Molly model is slightly used, she does have some small wear and tear on her, but that's okay. I also really like the pinstriping, the face details, and the accurate wheels. So besides the accuracy on Molly herself, how about her tender? Her tender sorry about that, you guys. Her tender is very well done as well. I absolutely love the sticker detailing, the detailing above with the coal, and I also like the wheel detailing, as well as the back detailing and the buffers. Overall, the TOMY Molly is a fantastic model. And if you're a Molly fan like me and many others, I highly recommend getting the TOMY Molly. She gets a 10 out of 10 for the details and the face detailing, as well as the accurate wheels. So yeah, well anyways you guys, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and first look at the TOMY 2005 Molly. And one quick question before I sign off is, what is your thoughts on Molly as a character? Because I'd really like to know. Because she's one of the most underrated characters in the whole Thomas series. And I just really wish she came back. She's like one of the most unique characters, in my honest opinion. So yeah, well this has been the Royal Trains of Marvel Fan 2002, signing off. Bye-bye.